about to unbox a vintage Black & Decker Workmate that I've got here. My website is H-Frame. It's dedicated to researching and documenting early Black & Decker Workmates from the 1970s primarily. The full URL is hframe.weebly.com that you can see over here. What I've got is an original Black & Decker Workmate 79-001. It's been in its carton here for 39 years almost. Never been taken out, never been assembled. I found it on Craigslist. Had it shipped here about 800 miles to me. As you can see, the bottom of the carton is in very bad condition. The shipper reinforced it a little bit and wrapped it in plastic to try to get it to make it through the shipment. I've removed the plastic that was on the bottom. The top of the box is still completely sealed, so what I'm going to do is flip it over and pull the Workmate out from the bottom, and we'll see just what we find here. There we got the disintegrated cardboard from the box itself here. I can see the metal parts of the Workmate. We got some extra, some packing paper that I'm pretty sure did not come from Black & Decker. This must have been added by the owner who shipped it here. I can hear some parts falling around down inside the carton right now. Okay, in addition to the Workmate, I can see the wooden vise jaws right here. At least one of them's right on the top. And there's also a plastic bag that's full of parts that's taped onto the Workmate itself. Let me see about. All right, here's one of the vise jaws. The jaws on this model were made of an MDF type material with a probably a birch veneer on it. And here's the second jaw stacked below that one. All right, they look in pretty good condition. Got a few little marks on them, but no real damage. There's some stuff loose in here. I'm not quite sure what. Now, let's see if I can lift this up. I got some more packing material on this side. Another piece on the other side. Alright, here's the one of the little spacers that holds the top up. And another one. I don't think those are supposed to be loose in there. Something's keeping it down in the box right now. There we go. One of the handles on the box itself. Right. Here it is. So the handles are assembled. There is no There are no knobs on the handles. Let's see if I can set it up here without any assembly. We'll try for the full height. This has 2 height settings. There's some rubber boots that I should put on the bottoms of the feet, but I don't need to do that right now. Press these buttons to release the knob. Raise it up, and it clicks into place. Wonderful. It's going just as it should. Looks like it's in good condition. As I mentioned, there's some rust on the back where it had been sitting in a damp area, the same problem that caused the bottom of the box to deteriorate. Also rusted a little bit of area on the back of it. So let me see if I can get these parts off here. All right, I had to go get a knife to cut this tape holding this bag on. Let's see what we have. In the bag of parts. See the knobs. I see the corner feet. I see the rubber boots to go on the bottom of the legs. And I see the knobs. And I see the swivel pegs for holding things on the top. So it looks as though we've got everything we're supposed to here. And then paperwork. Well, this obviously deteriorated over the years. Looks like it must have been sitting in the bottom for a while because it's very discolored and obviously waterlogged. But here's the instruction manual. It's several pages long. Almost looks like it's been scorched. So that'll be interesting to look at. I don't have a manual for a Type 9 so far. We have a brochure showing the different attachments that were available. I already have a few copies of this that are probably a little earlier and in much better condition than this one. And we have an order form. Oh, yeah, you can actually order from Black & Decker the various accessories. It shows the prices for them back in 1982, and attached to that, I guess stuck to that, is the original warranty card. And it shows it's a 79001, it's a Type 9, it's shown on the registration card. So, not in the best shape, but it's still interesting to have. I'm not going to assemble this right now, but I will see if we can figure out how this is going to go together. These plastic spacers are the mounts for the wooden jaws. They are keyed to fit into these little holes, and then there will be bolts to hold them from above. So, okay, that has an alignment hole, I believe. There it is. That's how the vice jaw goes on. And then the second one goes on similarly, and here connects to the carrier nuts that move the rear jaw back and forth in order to tighten and loosen the jaws. There you have it, a almost brand new 39-year-old Black & Decker Workmate out and set up for the first time since it was manufactured. This was made in April of 1982. I think I saw that on the bottom here. Yep, it was 1982, week number 15, whatever that works out to. I believe that would be April. So type 9. So, if you're interested in Workmates, you really owe it to yourself to visit my website. Again, it's hframe.weebly.com. The visitors I get there who leave me comments are just amazed at the content there. There's a page with an type identification flow chart. So if you have a Workmate in front of you, a 79001, you can follow through the flow chart and figure out what type it is. There's 10 separate pages, each devoted to one of the different types, with at least a dozen photographs on each page, huge amount of detail about the components in them, some very interesting and amusing facts about various ones. There's a complete type study flow chart, or I'm sorry, a spreadsheet showing the characteristics of each of the different types. There's documentation of the various accessories. There's an extensive page of documents related to the early Workmates. There's probably at least 100 different documents on there by now. I believe there's 30 different instruction manuals, at least 10 now, different ones for the 79001 that Black & Decker used over those 8 or 9 years, plus many others. Documentation, there's pages on related models, including Workmates that were sold under the Sears name, some Canadian models, and it just goes on and on. There's a full timeline as to what changes were made over the years, when each type was made. This has never been documented before. It's by far the most comprehensive type study anyone has done of this early Black & Decker Workmate. It's not affiliated with Black & Decker. I did all this research on my own, and I'm sure you will enjoy it if you're a Workmate fan. So please visit hframe.weebly.com. Thanks for watching this.